Ghurye's perspective on caste system, which identifies that how he has used uh, indological perspective in understanding the caste system. So, in the previous video lecture over there, I have given you some sort of idea about indology and a brief introduction of G.S. Ghurye. So then let's start. So this G.S. Ghurye was one of the earliest sociologists who offered a systematic perspective on the caste system. His academic reputation was built on the basis of his doctoral dissertation at Cambridge, which was later published as Caste and Race in India, 1932. In this, his work, he has examined caste from a historical, indological, comparative, and integrative perspective. According to him, caste and kinship have played an integrative role in India. Initially, he was influenced by the diffusionist approach, according to which the caste originated in the plains of Ganges and then spread to the other part of India. But in the latter phase, he shifted to both indology and anthropological perspectives. Herbert Risley, a British colonial official who was deeply interested in anthropological matters, was the main proponent of the dominant view that the caste have originated in race because different caste group seems to belong to a distinct racial type. Ghurye did not disagree with the basic argument put forward by Risley, but believed it to be only partially correct. Ghurye believed that Risley's thesis of the upper caste being Aryans and the lower caste being non-Aryans was broadly true only for North Indians. In other part of India, the intergroup differences in the anthropometric measurement were not very large or systematic. So Ghurye, or according to him, he says the whole Indian society is caste based, and even tribes are also part of this system, as opposed to the Western notion that the tribes and the caste are two different concepts. According to him, tribals are backward Hindus who are at various levels of assimilation in Hindu society. He thus also opposed the colonial view of isolating the tribals. Ghurye for offering a comprehensive definition of caste. His definition emphasized the six features which were derived from various indological studies done by him. First, caste is an integrated based on segment division. And this segment division, that means that the caste society is divided into a number of closed, mutually dependent, or it is a closed as caste as because it is determined by birth, isn't it? Second is caste society is based on hierarchical divisions. That means it is a some form of top down fashion type. Third, the institution of caste necessarily involves restriction on feeding and social interactions. That especially that regarding the foods that the upper caste people, they should not can't share their food with the lower caste, can't sit with the lower caste and have food together. Fourth, fourth is that the principle of hierarchy, which was there in the second point, and the social restriction, that is the third point. The caste also involves differential rights and duties of different castes. Hence, each caste have their own rules and regulations. Right. Fifth, caste restrict the choice of occupation. That once you are taken birth in one of the caste, and whichever the caste that you are born, you have to continue that occupation. So there is no flexibility in changing your occupation. And the sixth point is that caste involve a strict restriction on marriage. That is caste endogamy and the rules of exogamy, what we have studied in previous semester. So over here that we had found that the Ghurye's definitions that helped to make the study of a caste more systematic. He also analyzed the system and has also opined that it will diminish with the rise of modern education, because he knows that this can only be move away when the people will be getting an equal form of education. But at the same time, he also agrees the caste is also best socially, and the political organization is also formed on the basis of caste. Fine, means like that. Each caste group, the people were divided into a castes. So each caste group will have a caste leader or village panchayat will be from each caste. So there will be a political division or the hierarchy of maintaining the village or everywhere the caste will remain in forever. But he have not loosened the hope that one day education can change this caste system. His conceptual definition was also based on what the classical text prescribed. In actual practices, many of these features of caste are changing, though all of them continue to exist in some form. Okay, so again, Ghurye tried to glorify the culture of India in general and of Hindus in particular. He also depicted the caste as an integrative force in society in the past, but also acknowledged that that its role even in the present society. He proposed a revival of culture to infuse the spirit of fraternity and to get rid of the current evilness which is prevails in the caste system. His critics accuse him of relying too much on text, because whatever the information or whatever the explanation that I am giving you about the Guru is all the information that he has collected from the text. Text means the previous writing of from the religion, from the various Vedic texts, or from ancient books by Indian writers, by the foreign writers. Fine. So, and he actually also depends on the verbal narrations of the belief that the people they had. So that's why his critics has criticized him that he is only given his view the caste system on the basis of text with the people they have written it so long before. He is not doing an empirical study. Not empirical study means now he is studying, he will go to the field, means he will talk to each and every people and he should get the actual data from it. But according to Andre Bethe, his understanding of caste is confusing because he continuously changes his goal from post of indological to diffusism to comparative to outright nationalism. But despite of such criticism, Ghurye will always be known for challenging the colonial notion of caste and as unchanging. Because the colonial people they have given some form of ideas that caste isn't in this form. But it's the Ghurye who has deconstructed the colonial notion that the people they started accepting the caste to be, and he brought the actual Vedas, Rig Vedas, scripts, manuscripts, everything, and then he tried to explain the caste in the above certain factor which I have already explained. So, for that reason, he was the first. For this, he was the first to approach caste from a sociological point of view, and he provided a springboard for later research on caste, and his disciples like Srinivas, A.R. Desai drew heavily upon him. So he is the first person who studied the caste system on the basis of indological aspects and has given open to the researchers to explore and to study about the caste system in India with